All right, I think we're going to finish Card Shark today. That's my expectation, at least. I'm going to move myself down to here. We're in Act 3. I will tell you everything this time. No more masks. We already saw this. Okay, so we're just gonna we're gonna click through this. You remember, we are the we have a claim on the throne of France, and we clicked through all of these. We know McGregor is sent to kill us. The king knows that we're supposed to die. Julie, on the other hand, is my grandma, but she doesn't know that I'm her grandchild. See, I'm more about the shuffling, okay? Every day I'm shuffling. This the song that I listen to every day when I wake up. It's on my workout playlist. I heard our dear Comte. He seems quite excited by your prospects in Versailles. Be wary of McGregor. He's dangerous and powerful. At any moment, I could throw a card with such ferocity that it would slice his carotid artery. He should be wary of me, quite frankly. In the meantime, do you have something to give to the camp fund? Did I not? I thought I just gave you basically all the money I had at my disposal, but there you go. That's very generous of you. Thank you. By the way, I feel like I'm being ripped off. Like, I think that this whole thing, tricking me into thinking that I'm actually the rightful king of France, I think that's all to have converted me into a mercenary to become a cheater, and then they're siphoning the coins from me, saying it's going to the orphanage, but actually it's going to them. It's a hustle within a hustle. However, because I'm aware of it, they don't realize that I'm now operating the counter hustle, which is that I make them think that I don't know that I'm being scammed. And then at some point, I'm going to be like, hey, can I borrow like 1,000 livres? I've got a really good thing. And they think I'm such an idiot that they're like, here's 1,000 livres. And then I'm like, psych, I'm out of here. This is baiting the hook. You wouldn't understand. Monsieur de Beaumarchais is an old friend of mine. He said we could use his theater to play. He also invited our opponents for the night. I wonder who they might be. Uh-oh, the lady. Is this a joke? Where's Napoleon Bonaparte? Where's Joan of Arc? I hope the other players are not. It's the same guys as last time. Although I like the general because he is naive. Didn't we frame one of these guys for cheating and they got killed? Maybe not. Well, I suppose we must play to dispel this awkward air. I'll bet 40. We get to choose what we're gonna do. Okay. I mean, the easiest thing in the game is the bottle of Cahors, without a doubt. We pour the drink. His best suit is hearts. And then we signal. How that allows us to win the round, I'm not sure. That was humiliating, like a rout against the Spanish armies, like a lewd slip of the tongue in the middle of a sermon. He said the word wrong? Dude, I'm never gonna lose at this one. We're going all in. I can do this one. I can't do a false riffle, but I can definitely do dealing, checking the... Okay, there's a 10, we don't care. This gets dealt to me. This gets... I forget how to do this one completely. I'm hoping the muscle memory still exists. No, nothing sus about that. They really cranked it up to the next level here. We got to deal 1,000 cards. We're the slowest dealer of all time. I acknowledge that. As an ace of diamonds. Okay, a little sussy. A little sussy on that one. Ace of diamonds. We don't even need to look at the cards anymore. Let's not let the sus meter get any higher. Because it's ace of diamonds. Ace of diamonds. Ace of diamonds. Diamonds is no fingers down. There you go. That sounds right to me. And then ace is you lay it as high as possible. Hey! Okay. I've won this round. Let's just keep it low. We already made a lot of money. I mean, we might need the whole sus bar as far as I know. We got the indiscreet fingers, which we just did. We got the stolen card, and we got the bent card. I don't remember how to do the bent cards at all. Let's just do the indiscreet fingers this time. Okay, I see an 8 of... This is just an easier version of what we just did. Not even concerning myself. He does have infinite money. That is very funny. Ace of Hearts. Okay, Ace of Hearts. Hearts is 2 fingers up. And an ace is lay him down high. Look at that. He's insane. Oh, Bishop's Bottom. Lost again. Bishop's Bottom? What sort of insult is that? Not everyone is as comfortable blaspheming as loudly as you. Shh. I love this. Shh. Nice work, lad. Now let's quit while we're still ahead. Yes, I agree. We did a great job there. Gotta let him win one. They have infinite money. I'm happy to just let him sleep on it, forget that we dominated them, and then come back tomorrow and do it again. We have the Bandits' Den. We have the Cascarot Camp. We have the Baths yet again. We have a new gamer. Is that George Washington? I can see you're wondering why we're headed back to Aix-les-Bains. I can't win the great Cagliostro. Isn't that the clown who's like, no doctor, I am Cagliostro? He's holding a mediumistic seance there. Spiritualists attract stooges like flies to honey. We'd be foolish to pass up the opportunity. We have a meeting with the Baron who's attending the event. Hopefully Colonel Gabriel is otherwise engaged. Now we should take advantage of the setting for our tricks. Seances are, how to say this, bogus. Exactly. A series of tricks to put the audience in the mood. A dark room. I know, we will use the darkness to our advantage. We will mark the back of the cards with this brush I pinched from Maitre Bell's workshop. A light mark that no one will see except us because we will know where to look. I need you to build up a knowledge of the high cards in my opponent's hand whilst you force low cards upon them. Now I'm ready. See, my mind is in a very... I've got a neuroplastic state. I've incepted myself into a state of neuroplasticity so that I can take on this information. I'm like a piece of Play-Doh. You drop it on the floor. It's going to be covered in cat hair. But the cat hair is knowledge. First up, our new technique, the painter. When the game begins, I'll slip a deck into your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. It's a seance, so I suppose there will be incense. It could make you feel queasy. Once you're alone, you'll be getting creative. Using the paintbrush, mark a handful of high cards from the pack. You can ignore the suits, but make sure you find a way to differentiate between the values. How? That's up to you. You'll be the one decrypting it later. I can propose a system if you'd like. There's no need. Mark 6 high-value cards for yourself. I'm going to mark this one with a... What? Oh, I see. Okay. A queen. Let's think about this. A queen is going to be 4 corners. That's idiotic. Just think about it. Oh, wait. Okay, so a queen is 4 corners. Why would you make this so difficult that it takes longer to do? What is this? This is a king? Yeah, this is like, you're absolutely right. We should just make it queen. Jack is 1. Queen is 2. King is 3. This could also allow us to demarcate the suits in the future, perhaps. And then ace is 4. That makes way more sense. I got mind flooded because I was thinking I would just use a paintbrush to draw like a J on the back of it. Okay, so this has to be, this is a 2. Give me a 2 here. And this is an ace. It's that simple. We got to mark 6 of these? What was wrong with the baby false cut? What was wrong with the honest shuffle? This is a king again. Give me 1, 2, 3. And give me a jack. A jack is going to be 1. Simply 1. Okay, it's that easy. Are you ready to move on? Yes. Having marked some high cards, you'll return to the table and revisit our old friend's sticky hand. Only this time, you'll be finding a card for our opponent, so pick a nice low one. 2, 3, 4, etc. There's a little 2 for you. Then you do a quick time event. Yoink. Nicely done. This low card will now go on top of your deck. It's time to deal them out. Deal with the low top card you just palmed. Go ahead and deal it to your target. That's it. Find a nice rhythm as you deal, otherwise you'll look suspicious. But oh, what's this? It's one of the high cards you marked, and you're about to deal it to your target. Thanks to your painting system, you should know its exact value. Yeah, that's a king. Keep an eye out for any other high value cards dealt to your opponent. You'll be signaling the highest one to me afterwards. Have a go now. Hold on, this dude's getting... He's getting nothing good. This is easy enough. What the hell was that card? Do you remember the highest value card dealt to your opponent? Yes. So with that card in mind, use the pinch and drop. That's the king. He goes all out. Excellent. Thanks to your efforts, I now know my opponent's secret weapon. Time to have a go rehearsing it without my intervention. I'm ready. Here we go. Okay. No problem. We got to mark 6 high value cards. An ace is going to be... Let me get that 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll do it on the back side here, okay? Let me get a queen. That'll be a 1, 2. Let me get a king. That'll be a 1, 2, 3. Doing this shit in vivo, I'd like to be a little bit faster, but you know what? It's the best I can do. Your marking system is more complex than necessary. Look, you haven't gone to thief school like me, okay? Jack only has 1. This is like I'm in my senior year of Thief Academy. I'm fully aware what I need to do. A 2 goes to you. You stink. You stink. You stink. You stink. You're not getting a good card. We don't have to worry about you. You're not getting a good card. We don't have to worry about you. You are getting... There's an ace, man! I think you gotta fold this hand. Excellent work, lad. What can I say? The Stealthy Painter. 18 of 20. We got 10 more techniques. Would you like to have a go? No, I'm ready. Move me onwards. I must say, another trip to the baths is a welcome respite, and I can tell you're starting to like the finer things in life, too. I'm bemused. If only that scraggly lad from Pau could see you now. That's me. I am the scraggly lad from Pau. Technique 28 can slay gods. Technique 28, you need to get a golden chocobo from Chocobo Breeding at the Golden Saucer. And then you take the blimp to Lucretia's Cavern, where you learn the truth about Vincent. And also the experiments that Shinra did on Soldier when it comes to Mako exposure. And then you take the golden chocobo, you get off the airship, and you go a little bit in the archipelagos, in the islands around there. There's a cave. You fight Hojo's Failure Experiment 13, and then you get number 28, which is Knights of the Round. When you pop it, you can go make a grilled cheese sandwich in the kitchen while the animation goes off. And then you can come back and Sephiroth will already be dead. So close to being accurate? You think I didn't have the greatest hits edition of the 3-disc classic Final Fantasy VII? You think I don't know all about Lucretia? Well, son, how does it work? How does it look? All clear. Glad to know. You think I haven't seen Final Fantasy VII Advent Children? I would hate to encounter our good friend the Colonel again. We almost got caught last time. But what happened here? Where is everyone? Is it T-Rex? This is the THX Jumanji sizzle reel. There's going to be a rhino at the back. Count Alessandro de Cagliostro. Mes amis, wait, don't run. That was a disaster, Franz. Another calamity. What did you expect? Franz Mesmer? The Mesmer? Famous for inventing the post-it note? You asked me to hypnotize the Baron, and that is what I did. I only needed him to enter a quiet trance and tell us about his departed wife. I didn't need him to impersonate Beelzebub and attempt to eat the hearts of my audience. It's not my fault if my art stirs the most powerful feelings known to man. Oh, for heaven's sake, spare me the rhetoric. Hello, Dr. Strange. Would you like to engage in a game of gin rummy? Sir, pardon my intrusion. Are you the great Cagliostro? I am indeed. Are you here for the seance? I'm afraid it's over now. My guests are all gone. That's too bad. I arranged a game of cards with one of your guests, the Baron. I'm afraid the Baron is indisposed at the moment. Indigestion, most likely. Don't you want to play this game with us instead? I'm not sure. A game of cards is a providential means to read the destinies of men. Let's sit. We shall play now. We got him. I'd have you know, my companion suffers from acute irritable bowel syndrome and on occasion may have to leave the table with a paintbrush. Let's keep it slow here. This could take a while. Oh, the fumes, is that it? Oh, my anal fissure. My cytotoxic megacolon's flaring up. Here I go. Do you mind refilling my glass before you go? It would be my pleasure. I do have a violent bowel movement incoming, but at the same time, I got plenty of time to decant you the perfect cup of Chianti. And then I will travel to the back room. All right, now to work my magic. Now to work my magic. Let me get a little two-piece. Don't rush me, okay? Let me get a little four-piece. Chianti in France. Let me get a little two-piece. I don't know anything about wine. That's how I was going to finish that bit. Let me get three. Let me get a little four. Dude, I was so fast. What do you mean I'm so slow? This is Speedy. He's like negative sus. Welcome back, Eugene. Since you're standing, do you mind serving me more wine? I've been serving for 30 minutes. Go ahead, take it, take it. You done? Okay. If you deposit 2 fake decks, you're just playing with it. All right, now we can play. Here you go. Get ready for this too. This is just a simple quick time event. Owned. Then I deal you. Ass card for you. This is Jack. It's hard, man. This is a damn queen. I'm insane at dealing, though. Are you seeing this? And then a queen, you just lay it down. Unbelievable. Now, he's more than 1/3 of the way to sus, but we don't have to fix the deck again, because we marked enough. You are what? Flabbergasted. It's a word I just invented. Oh, you. Okay, keep me right here. We're going to deposit an 8. I got such a good hand, I'm actually giving him something good. It's like when you play President. Easy mode. Now we're dealing. I mean, an 8's still pretty solid. Even if we're cheating, like, we're probably making you better off. That's a damn king. That was a simple jack. I did deal an ace to another opponent, but I don't think that matters. We're only worried about this guy. What a hand. You are a lucky bastard. I must say, I was not expecting this outcome. The fates are not on your side today. I mean, now it's like, he's only got 120 left. Let's push him all in. We should be standing up at the table right now. Like Phil Hellmuth. Yoink. Nothing. Nothing, man. That's 2. Okay, so that's a queen. That's an ace. I think you should fold this hand. That's just my 2 cents. I mean, that was flawless. That was a flawless performance. That's gonna look great on the orphanage. Well, that was a disaster. I am but a toy in the hands of capricious forces. I must leave now and meditate. Clap, clap, clap. Flawless? Dude, I need to go to Las Vegas. Great game, my friend. You did well. Let's plan our next move. I would actually crush it in Vegas right now. To cheat? No, to become a pro dealer and help like somebody else cheat and get a cut of the profits. Gambling house. Schloss Favorite? Ludwigsburg? You know what? Let's go in ascending order, okay? Let's go to the gambling house first. We're heading to Bern. A new gambling house just opened up there. I happen to know the owner, John Law de Lauriston. We will be up against gambling royalty. These are dangerous waters, so we will keep things safe and simple. We shall repeat the tobacco box trick we used on Ravenau's ship to Corsica. Is that, oh no, this is, shiny. First, you'll need to steal a look at opponent's cards using Shiner's Glimpse before signaling the highest card with the pinch and drop. Nothing you haven't done before. Okay, I rest. Very good. I think I can see the spire of Bern's Cathedral. We're getting close. Okay, so I accidentally picked a padding mission. I apologize. This is a mission added to the game to make sure the runtime gets to 6 to 8 hours so that reviewers don't dock it for a point and a half. The Comte de Saint-Germain. You here in my casino? I couldn't miss the opportunity of visiting your new endeavor. We have a few players today that would love to play against you. True, true. That's pretty true. True, true. Like Mr. Lustig here behind me. My pleasure. Please have a seat. I am your humble servant, Mr. Lustig. I look forward to this game. Me too. John Law. Is John Law a real guy? Or did they misspell John Locke from Lost? He's a real guy? To me, J. Law is Jennifer Lawrence. So he did not invent laws. That was like King Rupert the Eighth or something. He invented the Magna Carta. You ever think about how messed up it is that when he signed that shit, he was in England and he called it the Magna Carta? There's like, we all have a friend who spent a work exchange in Paris for 3 months and then they came back and they started saying croissant instead of croissant. This guy is the king of England. And all of a sudden, he's like, oh yeah, this new law I signed, it's not like the Decree of the Equity of Men. It's literally called the Magna Carta. Like, I get it. You love Italy. Get over it. But I will watch you. Okay, yeah, all right. I bet. You don't need to know? I need to know? 10 of hearts? That's nothing, man. Useless. Jack of spades. I can do that. Jack of spades. No problem. He's not sus at all. Are you seeing this? It's second nature now. As an ace. I think this is just a genuinely non-sus guy because that was a very sus movement. Don't even need to know anymore. Okay, an ace of spades. Well, slight sus, and you know what? We lose, but we build up his confidence. My dear Mr. Lustig, what a game you played. Look at Eugene, you shocked him. So pale. Don't need to know. I mean, if we were doing a tier list of the best techniques in Card Shark, this one would not be close to the top of the list. Let me put it that way. Where was Texas Hold'em invented? So let me answer your question with a little bit of a story. As far as I know, Vancouver has the claim of inventing 2 foods. Hold on, that's the Queen of Spades. Or 2 food items. One of them is indisputed. Ace of Clubs. and it's the London fog. The other one is disputed. It's the California roll. A lot of places on Earth, well, like 4 places or something, have the claim on having invented the California roll. Me, personally, I probably would just, I would be like, oh, you're right, actually, you invented that piece of crap. But what's interesting, King of Hearts, let's just remember King of Hearts. What's interesting is the idea that every food item that Vancouver has ever invented is named after another place in the world. That's kind of like a civic indictment, even though I think it's a beautiful city. King of Spades. Let's go King of Spades on this one. So I'm going to say that Texas Hold'em was probably invented like in Oklahoma. Going King of Spades. King of Spades. We're going to stay King of Spades. Spades is this. And then push it out. There you go. What? Everything was right. Do not get it twisted. Don't gamble. You will lose. I'm getting swindled. No wonder he wasn't getting sussed. The poor boy is shocked too. Go take a walk, lad, but pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? Yeah. He's going to slip a note into my pocket. That's like, throw a card at this dude's coin purse. I knew it couldn't be this easy. That's the last of the wine. Go get us a new bottle while you're away. These aren't our cards. Go examine the deck. I'm certain it's been tampered with. Nobody cheats me! Let me look at this ace. I knew it. You know, back when I was serving as a general in the military, we used to always say that a signal system was only as strong as the memory of the soldiers. After all, it only takes one bad apple to spoil the barrel. I'm not sure I understand why you're telling us this or why you must shout. My apologies. I often rely on metaphor to paint a clear picture. Okay. This card has also been marked. Let's screw it up, dude. Instead of an ace, what am I doing? Pause me? You have to memorize it. Ah, genius! Thank you. Okay, so aces... No, queens are a 2-piece. What the hell? You stole my system. 2-piece? Or maybe mark low cards. You know what? That's also very smart. Guess what? There's a little 2-piece for you. Idiot. They're getting way too sus, dude. We gotta go faster. Ah, you're back with the wine. Pour me a glass, lad. Thank you. You gotta use the same mark? Well, this would screw up their game enough, I think. I don't think we should bet on this one, King. We can take our time, though, because we know they're non-sus. You didn't mark them correctly? Dude, by marking them incorrectly, that's gonna fuck up their whole system. It's like we're putting sugar in someone's gas tank. Oh, you didn't put poison in it. Yeah, but this shit is not supposed to run on sugar. You're trying to scam them? They're gonna be scammed. They're not gonna... Okay, King of Hearts, King of Hearts. King of Hearts, hold on. Ace of Clubs. Ace of Clubs. Clubs is 1 down. Ace is put them high. We win these. Ah, shit. No, this is unacceptable. I must leave. What, already? I don't enjoy the pace set by these 2 newcomers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really must leave. It's most unlike Mr. Lustig to depart so early in the night. In his rush, he forgot his earnings. Something is amiss, and I do not care to hear about it. This is a respectable house. It's time for you two to leave. Can I take his earnings? Well, I'm going right back. I can beat this guy. A cheat in a gambling house. Who'd have thought it? We must smarten up our act and wipe that smirk off Lustig's treacherous face. Our strategy is simple. Explain. Let's go from the top. Steal a look at the opponent's cards. Do the pinch and drop. Nothing you haven't done before. Yeah, but what do I have to do when we know they're using a cheat deck? Then I gotta go in the back room. I see that they're cheating, and then I paint low cards to look like high cards. I'm gonna be honest, I thought that's what I did. Very well. It's a simple enough strategy. I think I can see the spire of Bern's Cathedral. We're getting close. You had two, they had two vertical marks and you went horizontal. Well, that's just a classic shape-based gambit. That's a cerebral flaw in my own morphology, and I'll take responsibility for that. Do we have to go through the part where we lose right off the get-go? Especially now that we know that they're cheating. Maybe I could just go take a dump right away with my paintbrush? Yeah, if they were talking and using verbal cues, I would have sussed them out round one. I'll be like, oh, he always uses an adverb when he's holding an ace. He always uses superlatives when he's holding a pair of kings. I would have figured it out in no time. It's a king of hearts. Hearts is 2. There you go. A superlative. It's a thing that makes you poop a lot. Something wrong, Mr. Lustig? Shall we use a new deck, maybe? Of course. I would like to bet low on this one, because I don't trust the new cards. You don't even know what an adverb is? It's something that modifies a verb. Like a noun. Jack of clubs. I can do that. Jack of clubs. No sus. No sus detected. Jack of clubs. No sweat, man. He's non-sussed. One more? What the heck? 5 cards? What is this? Every card game ever? Queen of spades? No problem. $69 is an adverb of 420. Is Elon in the chat? That seems like an Elon original. Okay, round 1, round loss. Go take a walk, lad, but pour me a glass before you leave, won't you? Okay, I'm ready. I can do this. Pour him the glass. Take the old deck. I know these are... We've done this before. I'm not sure if you remember. It was literally yesterday. We go look at the high cards. We see their marking system. They mark here and here. Okay, I can do that. I would like to mark the low cards. Here and here. Hey! Okay. The improvised painter. North and south. North and south. We're going to do this as fast as possible to get non-sus. Peak non-sus. I don't know why I wouldn't mark a 6. I don't need to really be picky. Wait, excuse me. We should just write on the back of one of them, I know what you're doing. Okay, he's getting a little sus, but this is the last hand, so I'm not worried about it regardless. Now you take the newly marked deck. Sit me down. I'm giving my stack back. Okay, now he's going to be slightly sussed, I think. A 10, we don't even care about that. In this game, you really only have to worry about face cards or non-face cards. I mean, if you gets king of clubs, if you lose to like a pair of tens, that's on you. You got to be better at poker. We got king of clubs, king of clubs, king of clubs. I'm repeating it. We got the king of clubs. It's the king of clubs. King of clubs. King of clubs. I got to repeat it so it stays in my brain. It's the king of clubs. We're going to say king of clubs. King of clubs. Streamers have very poor short-term memory most of the time. We got an ace of clubs now. Didn't need to repeat all that stuff. That's okay. Ace of clubs is 1 down and then high in the air. Look at that. It was spades? It was not spades. You don't know what you're talking about. You got nothing to worry about. Thank you, Mr. Lustig. It was a very informative game. I can still play. I don't think you can, Mr. Lustig. You should leave now. Why is it that this casino is so tense, man? Nobody's having a good time at all. It's so funny that back in the day, you know, you're here at the casino, a live version of Bach's Cantata for cello is playing. Nowadays, you go to the casino, it's exclusively Viva Las Vegas, whiskey for my man, beer for my horse. Like, we've taken the snobbery out of gambling and returned it to the everyman, to whence it belongs. Okay, get owned. We don't need to go back to the gambling house anymore. The theater, minimum bet 40. Have we ever gone to the theater? I don't know. We're going back to the Bandit's Den already? Oh, no, we need to go Schloss Favorite. There you go. We're leaving France. It's time for us to lay low. McGregor will have a hard time tracking us in Germany, especially at the Schloss Favorite. Especially at the Schloss Favorite casino. Have you heard Jimmy Buffett's cheeseburger in paradise? Yes? Cheeseburger in paradise, heaven on a bun with an onion slice. How come I get a Viagra advertisement when I come to this stream on PC, but iPhone ads when I go someplace else? Can you explain? Yeah, it sounds like your dad might be Googling pharmaceutical help using your IP address. Or you. I'm not accusing you. But it sounds like maybe somebody in your household was Googling how to get access to little blue pills. And then someone in your house that may be the same person, maybe a different person, was Googling what are the features of the new iPhone. You got to delete your cookies, okay? It's the perfect place for you to learn how to blend in with high society. That's what. Frederick von Württemberg, our host, is incredibly jealous of his cousin, Louis XV. Some say he's keeping a court more refined than Versailles. Of course, you cannot enter society as yourself. No. One day you will, lad. I will introduce you as Madame de Saint-Ferlin, a widow taking a vow of silence after the tragic loss of her husband. Well, what is it? I hope you're not letting one of these small fools who feels threatened by the idea of wearing a gown. It's the age of enlightenment, my friend. However, your disguise isn't just for fun. You see, dressing as a woman means we can use some novel techniques in our strategy. You are going to be using 2 different methods to tell me as much as possible about my opponent's hand. Both are signals of a sort. Step 1 will require a more active meddling. Step 2 is a little more passive. When combined, I'll be given a significant edge on my opponent. First off, I'll slip a deck into your pocket and find a way to excuse you from the table. Once you're alone, you're going to be getting creative with the paintbrush again, although this time you'll be working strictly on my terms. Yes, master. It's crucial that I'm able to identify my opponent's strong cards during the game. I've created a simple system. Listen closely. Yes, Daddy. Now, the ace is the strongest card, so naturally it gets the top slot. Mark the rest of the high cards in descending value as you move clockwise around the points. Okay. Clockwise. Yeah. I can do that. As you wish. I love it when he gets bossy. So, we mark this for a king. It's that easy. We mark this for an ace. It's that simple. And we mark this for a jack. 9 p.m. jack. That's easy to remember. for reasons that you don't need to understand. Of course, during an actual game, I'll need you to mark more cards than that, but for now, I think you get the idea. Let's move on. Once you're done with your painting, it's time to move on to the second and most important part of our plan, the indiscreet part. We need a way for you to casually steal a glance at... a mirror? What kind of witchcraft is this? Yes, that's obviously what I was about to suggest. Observe and signal to me our opponent's strongest suit while pretending to preen yourself. Get a good look at your opponent's cards in the mirror. Make sure to memorize the number of cards in their strongest suit. That you got 3 diamonds? I call this the mirror glimpse. He's so creative. Follow this up by signaling to me my opponent's strongest suit with your fan. Let me go over how fan signaling works. The degree to which you open your fan will tell me the opponent's strongest suit. For clubs, open it a little. For hearts, make sure it's half open, like your heart should be half open. Spades should be nearly fully open, and diamonds are forever, so you forever open the fan. The number of times you fan yourself will signal how many cards with the strongest suit are in your opponent's hands. 1, 2, 3. No problem. Now have a go spying on my opponent's cards before signaling to me their strongest suit. Ooh. That's 3 diamonds. I'm ready. We're opening all the way. We're fanning 1. I to hold the mouse button too. Retry. Okay, try me again. No, I remember this shit. Come on. Yes, I'm ready, okay? Oh, where's my opponent's cards? My opponent's cards. My opponent's cards are... Where are my opponent's cards? Where are my opponent's cards? He's just looking around. My opponent's cards? My opponent's cards don't exist? Ah! 3 diamonds. Okay, move on. Owned. Excellent work. This is number 20 with 19 on the card. Okay, I must have sequence broke somewhere. Please practice one more time. No. I've mastered it. I think I got nothing to worry about here. It's easy. Now that I got it once, it's easy, dude.